When I first heard the Quest Pro wasn't gonna come with any sort of facial interface, I was like, are you kidding me? That seemed like madness. And now that I've had the Quest Pro and I've been gaming a little bit, I've been able to experiment more with the included blinders and even the $50 facial interface light bar, whatever you wanna call this thing, that's coming for other people, I think in December. And I have gotta say the absolute biggest shocker, because I hated this idea. I have found so far, I don't ever use either of these.
These are blinders, so if you wanted to have a more immersive experience and kind of block out your external environment, what we have here are these accessories that they're magnetized, and then you can actually place them into the, and I'll go ahead and show you, and I'll go ahead and just snap in position.
Oh, that's nice. It's really easy. It's not, you see these little tabs on here and you kind of think, am I gonna have to snap this in? But you even get it close and it just wants to jump on there. The magnets really do it up. That's cool. These are your included light blockers. They come with the Quest Pro automatically in the box. They snap in magnetically. They drop in. They really find their home really nicely with the magnets on their own. I really like that about them. When they're on, they block out the sides of the light, but you still have all of this right here. You do feel the blinders touching you, but it feels fine. It actually feels very similar to like the PSVR. It's like a silicone feel and it doesn't feel bad at all on your skin. It blocks out the sides now. I do still have the bottom, so it's still easy. I can see everything down here. But the sides have definitely blocked out a lot, so it'd be a little more immersive with this. You feel them touching on the side of your head. It's not a major nuisance, but like in here, it's really cold right now. They feel cold on the sides of your face, but I can still totally see. Like they're really only blocking the very sides here. And even with those lenses all the way in, and even if I tip the back up, I've still got a good chunk of gap there. The one thing that was annoying about gaming with those big, nice lenses it's got is there was glare on the sides of the lenses if there was any light around me. An overhead light didn't bother me, but when I first had these two big lights I have and the lights in the rear here, couldn't stand it. That was all shining into my eyes. I turned those lights off and I was fine. If you were in an area where you couldn't turn lights off or sunlight was coming in, these are better about blocking light, I would say, which they're called light blockers, than they are adding to the immersion of being trapped inside the headset, only seeing the game. I didn't feel like these added any immersion, they just blocked light. I weirdly have found I don't really want to use these. Even in gaming, I didn't find they were very necessary. Interestingly, I'm only in pass right now. I honestly feel like I don't want them. Maybe if I was in a game, it'd feel different, but like right now, I'm like, it's not necessary, weirdly, which I did not expect that.
And at any moment, just as you just did, you can just snap those off.
This one goes in the same way with magnets. Just falls right in there. Although what I found is it does a little better under here, but I still have a lot of nose gap here. Maybe I need a bigger nose. When I'm gaming, for some reason, even this, I just don't feel it's necessary. And I was the biggest believer that this was a mistake to not include something like that, and it's been a real shock to me. I think part of the reason for that is these lenses really feel wide to your eyes when you're in there. And they have this edge that you can see kind of sticking up here. So it kind of feels like it's rounding around your eye anyways. You really, in games, you stop noticing this. I tried this out to see if it would give me that full immersive experience I was used to, totally blocked off. And what I actually found was once it was on my face, it didn't do a whole lot more than the light blockers because I still had this big gap all around my nose. Like with the Quest 2, I could really shove it up there and get it really close and kind of block the rest out. With this, the Quest Pro, the lenses are where they are. You can put them all the way in. You push the back up a bit, but that's about as close as you can get. So no matter what, it was still sitting out here to where I could see all of this. At 50 bucks, I don't know. I'm not convinced, and there might be some third-party ones that come out with better nose light blockers. So that's something to think about with that. For now, at least you'll be included with these, but I'd be interested to know if some of you get this headset, do you end up just never using them? Because I didn't really feel like I ever needed them, unless, like I said, maybe when I'm over in my living room, the other place, and there's all the sunlight coming in the windows, maybe then. And for some people, they'll absolutely want this, or honestly, I'd watch for a third-party solution, because I bet you they'll make ones that cover more of your nose and cost less money. Maybe watch out for those, but for me personally, every time I game, I think about putting those on, and I just don't bother. I game with it like this, I do the mixed reality, the AR like this, and it's just good still, which blew me away. Also, a note that we discovered later, and another reason that you shouldn't buy one of these is when it's on, it doesn't charge on their charging dock. It's just too thick. So a good thing that I don't even like really using this thing, but a reason if you bought one already, if you paid 50 bucks for coming, you might want to reconsider that. So I'd love to know, for those of you who have gotten them out there, what do you think? Are you using these every time? Do you feel they're totally necessary? For those of you who haven't gotten yours yet, but you're thinking about, are you thinking this is an absolute necessity? But maybe like me, will you be shocked when it comes down to actually using it and seeing if it's any good? Tell me in the comments, I'd love to know. Thanks for coming out again. We've got so much Quest Pro stuff going on. It's been a busy week, but you all seem really excited about the content, so I love that. And I'm gonna see you in another reality. Got a sniper rifle right here in my hands. I can get that as close as I want in my backhand because it's tracking the room. I can see the teeth in the mouth are kind of weird when I do that. I probably look crazy right now. What am I doing? It's not perfect with your eyes, but it does a pretty freaking good job, I gotta say.